Good morning, Coach Slack here. The gospel, or the good news as it is really meant to bring us just that, good news, some positivity in our life, namely in the name of faith, hope, and love. And so to deliberately create good habits in my life, I turn to the gospel daily, sometimes several times throughout the day. And every morning I try to reach for my Holy Bible and really reach out to the gospel, read the daily gospel each day as given through the Orthodox calendar. And this is the Orthodox Study Bible, written in the New King James Version. So with all that being said, let me read you today's gospel, which is from the Gospel of St. Mark, chapter 2, verses 23 through 28, and chapter 3, verses 1 through 5. Now it happened that he went through the grain fields on the Sabbath, and as they went, his disciples began to pluck the heads of grain. And the Pharisees said to him, "Look, why do they do what is not lawful on the Sabbath?" But he said to them, "Have you never read what David did when he was in need and hungry, he and those with him? How he went into the house of God in the days of Abiathar, the high priest, and ate the showbread, which is not lawful to eat except for the priest, and also gave some to those who were with him. And he said to them, the Sabbath was made for man, and not man for the Sabbath. Therefore the Son of Man is also Lord of the Sabbath." And he entered the synagogue again, and a man was there who had a withered hand. So they watched him closely, whether he would heal him on the Sabbath, so that they might accuse him. And he said to the man who had the withered hand, "Step forward." Then he said to them, "Is it lawful on the Sabbath to do good or to do evil, to save life or to kill?" But they kept silent. And when he had looked around at them with anger, being grieved by the hardness of their hearts, he said to the man, "Stretch out your hand." And he stretched it out, and his hand was restored as whole as the other. So, one of the things I really enjoy about the Orthodox Study Bible is the footnotes. And so I also will read to you from the footnotes. So chapter 2, verses 23 and 24, it says, "This is not lawful because it was considered work, a violation of the Sabbath rest. Pharianism is a very real danger for all. Rules for religious practice are not bad in themselves, but when adherence to those rules triumphs over mercy and human need, the practice leads people away from God, not towards him." Chapter 2, verse 26. "Abiathar was appointed high priest during David's reign. His father, Ahimelech, provided David and his men who were starving with holy bread intended for priests only." Chapter 2, verses 27 and 28. A similar saying is found in rabbinical literature. "The Sabbath has been given unto you. You have not been given unto the Sabbath." Jesus, however, puts what he teaches into practice, interpreting the law with authority. Only God can say he is Lord of the Sabbath. And finally, chapters 3, verses 2 through 4. Jesus is motivated by compassion. He does not deny Sabbath traditions, but teaches that it is more important to do good on the Sabbath than to maintain the strict observance of Sabbath rest. The religious leaders are motivated by zeal for the rigid performance of rabbinic tradition. For them, outward performance is more important than doing good. The two perspectives are incompatible. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.